Hello, my name is Ayub and I make the internet work. SLA, Service Level Agreement. What understanding do you have of this concept? I recently had a conversation with a client that I found very interesting and wanted to share with you. He was getting a quote for a data link with the company I work for. And he asked during the call in the conference what the SLA of our company was. And I very naturally replied, the SLA you want, if you want 100%, I can provide you with 100% SLA. He became very suspicious and thought I didn't understand the question, so he repeated it, but no. He asked, what SLA do you guarantee for your network? What is the SLA of your network? I said, the one you want. If you want 100%, I can deliver 100%. And then it became clear to me that he has a concept of SLA that is different from what it really is. And people often make this confusion. Notice that the name SLA or Service Level Agreement is about an agreement. SLA is not a technical feature. It's a business agreement between the provider and the client. How does this work? There, in a contract clause, it guarantees that the service will be provided to the client at a percentage of 99%, 99.9%, 97%, 98%, and so on. The number varies since this is an agreement. Now notice that besides the percentage, what is extremely important is the time period to which it applies. For example, if you have a 99% SLA, if it is applied monthly, it is the contract rule, it is a monthly duration of 43 minutes per month. Very little downtime. Now, if the SLA in that contract is annual, that adds up to 8 hours and 45 minutes for the entire year. So it's important to look not just at the percentage, but also at the time period it applies to. So what happens? Let's suppose, for example, 99.9%, which translates to 43 minutes and 49 seconds in a month. This means that if your service is down for more than 43 minutes and 49 seconds, there will be another clause that will determine the discount, or the penalty that the provider will have to pay you, the discount, usually on the invoice they will pay you, and also how long will this discount apply, in how many invoices, whether it's full or partial. But notice that no network equipment, no router, no server. There's an option that you check. An SLA of 99.9 doesn't work that way. It's a reimbursement. It's not a technical feature. If you compare two suppliers with two different SLAs, one of 95% and one of 99.9, it does not mean that the one with 99.9 is the best supplier. It means that they are more willing or better prepared to reimburse you, refund you, or give you a discount on the invoice if they are down for a long time. Now, how does it work from the provider's perspective? Because in practice, the services are the same, the equipment is the same, the technicians are the same. What changes when this L is larger? When this L is larger, what calculation does the provider make? Of the cost they will have to fix your problem versus how much they have to reimburse you. By the SLA clause. I'll give you an example here. Let's suppose that in a remote area of the country there was a fiber break. Anyway, a breakdown, a technical failure, I have to send a technician to that location and the cost of that is very high. On average, per hour, a dispatched field technician, a qualified technician who knows what they're doing, costs me 500 Rs an hour. So, if I assume that I'm going to be down, for example, for 2 or 3 hours in the early morning, if I send a technician to fix it right away, it's going to cost me 1,500 and 2,000 or 2,500 for the hours he worked. But waiting for business hours to arrive until the technician responsible for that location during his normal working hours gets there to make the repair. I do that calculation. What is less worse? What's the lesser evil? No, what's cheaper for the company? Paying the fine or the operational efforts, the equipment, the personnel to go there and make that repair. So notice that using the service itself doesn't change much. What changes is precisely that calculation the provider makes about how much they will invest to provide you with uninterrupted service. So notice that it's nothing technician. It's an agreement. So don't compare different suppliers, thinking one is better or worse because of the SLA. Understand that the SLA says nothing about the technical quality of the service itself. It's an agreement. I hope this has clarified the issue and helps you avoid making that mistake. And also look at your company's internal policies and understand how you can provide this support to your clients. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and send me messages about other topics you'd like to see here. Hug.